Oftentimes, when a crisis hits, we are tempted to forgo joy and focus our attention only in dealing with the problem at hand. But joy doesn't need to stop in tough moments. And in fact, we're usually better off if we allow a little joy into our struggles. So beautiful people, deep your emotions into some joy as I take you through what's on today's episode of People and Events. I am Gufan Shaji. There's this feeling of warmth that fills one's heart when stories of love are being told, and oftentimes one could also catch a smile on their face as they watch two individuals take oaths of together forever. This was the expression of the President, Muslim Media Watch, Alhaji Ibrahim Abdullahi, as he gave his daughters Aisha and Sekina out in marriage in Ilorin. Kainde Omoloso tells us about this wedding ceremony.
It was a grand occasion as a former director in the Kwara State Public Service and a fellow of the Chartered Institute of Personnel Management of Nigeria. Alhaji Ibrahim Abdullahi gave two of his daughters in marriage in Ilorin to their chosen husbands. The brides, Aisha, a psychologist, and Shekina, a civil engineer. Aisha tied the knots with Barrister Ashud Toba Ololu, while Shekina was joined together at the well-attended Islamic wedding reception at the University of Ilorin.
I want both the brides and the bridegrooms to learn to be patient, to be humble,
to be tolerant and be patient. With that, they will escape through.
The couples are advised that they are making a long-lasting partnership. And when there is partnership, there should be understanding.
They should cooperate. They should try to understand any situation they find themselves so that there will be progress, unity, and peace within two of them.
They are now in an entire new world. They should take themselves as brother and sister, not like husband and wife.
They must be prayerful. A prayerful family is a powerful family, and they must not allow any third party.
We advise the couples to look at the parents of the grooms, the parents of the bride, the two of them. They are Muslim homes, and their attitude is worthy of emulation.
The wedding was attended by dignitaries from all walks of life.
Congratulations to the couples. When it comes to music, arts, poetry, fashion and style, Nigeria stands out all thanks to the creative industry players. The Milkmaid, a Nigerian movie, was selected as the Nigerian entry for the Best International Feature Film at the 93rd Academy Awards. Let's see this.
The wealth and beauty of stories which are churned out daily from the Nigerian motion picture industry cannot be overemphasized. Little wonder, therefore, at the announcement of a Hausa language-based thriller film, The Milkmaid, as Nigeria's official selection in the International Feature Film category for the 93rd Academy Awards, popularly known as the Oscars.
Zan tuna, lura da Zainab shine manufana a rayuwa.
This belief was further re-echoed recently in Lagos as celebrities, entertainers and dignitaries from various sectors of the Nigerian economy were treated to a private screening of the movie. The event, which held at the Terra Culture Lagos and doubled as a fundraiser to further advance the cause of the film at the Oscars, was tagged An Evening with the Milkmaid. Our crew caught up with the producer and director of the film, who gave an insight into the motivation behind The Milkmaid.
Because of the nature of the story, trying to talk about, the victims of extremism and insurgency, a lot of hands and resources went into this, financial, material, human, to try and put the story together. Shooting the film not in the south, but took us 3 months. It took us 3 months to shoot this in the northeast in Nigeria, in Taraba State. It was a challenging production.
Being a private screening, guests in attendance were treated to approve selected scenes from the movie, and they had things to say about the much they saw.
It was a very moving story, one that needed to be told. We hear, particularly those of us in the south of Nigeria, we hear about what's going on in the north, but we're disconnected from it. We don't know what's really going on.
Watching it tonight, I see that there's a lot of work that went into the project, and of course the topic is very timely as well. Speaking of insurgents, in the north.
I think it's given me a totally different perspective as to what Nigerian movie is all about. This one is an A grade.
This is the first time that Nigerian cinema is actually going to the Oscars in a way. So we are hoping for the best. And I would like to see Nigeria go behind the submission, just like every other country.
Obviously still a long way off from final selection, the producer revealed the next course of action in the campaign to get The Milkmaid to the Oscars.
We really need the support of everyone, government, private individuals, corporate sector, to try and help us to lobby and to publicize our film and bring it to the awareness of the international community.
The Milkmaid, a Hausa language-based thriller film shot on location in Taraba State, tells a gripping story which takes the viewer on a journey with a milkmaid as she confronts religious extremists and tries to save her abducted younger sister. She is, however, unprepared for the challenges which obstruct her path.
Nigeria really making the mark. The movie was released last year, November. The Ohola Festival is one of the annual festivals celebrated by the people of Kebbi State. Let's see this rich display of culture that held last year in spite of the COVID-19 pandemic.
Chilela is one of the Asian tribes with a rich cultural heritage from the Zulu Emirate of Kebbi State, northwest Nigeria. The tribe, popularly known as the Kakari or Yanzuru in Hausa, have a lot of respect for their language, values, culture, and traditions, hence the sustained celebration of the annual Ohola Festival, from the communal to the international level. These values have remained inseparable from the Lelna people, irrespective of the tradition, irrespective of the introduction of Islam and Christianity in the area, with some communities predominantly Christians. It was against this background that in 1996 a project was initiated which saw the translation of the Bible from English to Lelna language to enable the people have direct access and better understanding of the scriptures and its teachings. The project was therefore received by thousands of Lelna people in high spirits and praise, as it will allow them understand and practice the teachings better. Performing the dedication at the Roman Catholic Church Zuru, the national president, Chapel of Grace, Reverend Joseph Olaya, commended the initiative behind the project, describing it as rewarding. He said, with faith in Jesus Christ, repentance of sins, and fear of God, there will be a better Nigeria, which is free from health and insecurity challenges bedeviling the country now, and urged the preachers and their followers in the area to make best use of the translated Bible.
From now, Lamentente, there will be light in every Chilela home. Nankumadizan, Unkoyebu Klelua, and this is the light. Tama isn't the Hankena in Chilela language. This is the lamp that will light our path.
The initiator of the project, Dr. Benjamin Ezra Diki, the Sarkinyaki of Zuru, said the translation was to enable the Lelna people get knowledge of their faith in the language they understand. He said apart from the Bible, other literatures have also been translated to Chilela. Dr. Benjamin Diki commended Governor Abubakar Atiku Bagudu of Kebbi State for his interest in education, which he demonstrated by approving the teaching of Lelna language in primary and secondary schools in the area.
Also written to the governor and informed him of the development of the curriculum and seeking the permission of the state to formally recognize this. And we're delighted that the governor has made a pronouncement to that effect. We are equipped. We have the curriculum, we have the teacher's guide, and we have the tools. And we have already started training the teachers who will be the pioneers in this exercise.
Special prayers were offered for the progress of the Zuru Emirate Kebbi State and Nigeria, as well as songs of glory to God for the birth of a New Testament in Chilela language.
And from culture, we see this concert that featured spoken words and music.
Don't worry, be happy. Don't worry, be happy now. You're singing.
A perfect cover to calm nerves and give hope to many in the pandemic year that changed the way humans relate to one another. Huge gatherings are usually discouraged or banned in some cases, but with the ease of lockdown in the country, many now sought after events like this for live entertainment.
Now to the people, I drop my own ego, I won't be ashamed. Strong on my intention, no room for second guessing, my mind is made.
The night provided a platform for talents within Abuja to reacquaint themselves with the stage, with performances ranging from spoken word to monologue and music. The musicians performed covers and their original songs that thrilled the music enthusiasts present. The spoken word or performance poets eloquently touched on confluence of themes many Nigerians can relate to, reflecting their commitment to creativity and community. Answers: corruption, education, insecurity, and good governance found expression in their rendition.
But what is conflict in the eyes of a child that has seen carnage? What is hope when it dents destiny, and what is history when it echoes feeling? These are the memories we graze in the cotton fields with our fathers. The greatness we search desperately in the gaze of our mothers. This is who we are. Descendants of pain who wear their hearts in the sleeves. Now press our prejudice on placards, making demands in the streets, with a fist raised in the sky and a voice that quivers, saying enough is enough.
Success, I learned early that a man that wakes up in the morning with great ideas definitely didn't sleep at night. The future is here. The future is now. It is just not evenly distributed. So if you keep believing that you are the leaders of tomorrow today, you never know when your tomorrow will become another person's today. Stay woke. There is no future in the future. The future is not a place we are going, it is one we are creating. Its parts are to be made, not found. So leave the noun, so pronouns that your story will be written in present progressive tense rather than future tense.
But right now, the candlelight slowly burning out. The other night, I checked your phone. My number is no longer saved as sunshine. You keep giving me cold shoulders online. The cold reply.
It's really nice. It feels good.
I particularly enjoyed this poetry about dreams and how it is that though we dream, there seems to be no future. So we need to rethink how we live and make the present the future we strive for. You know, I mean, that was so powerful, it hits me.
The crowd here was limited, a deliberate act by the organizers to align with COVID-19 safety and prevention protocol.
It was agreed that we have only 30 people. So there had to be like a registration. 30 people, you must come with your mask on, and of course just comply to all the standards on handling COVID as prescribed by the NCDC. So yeah, that was basically our biggest challenge. Aside that, the creatives in Abuja were actually looking for a space to express themselves. It's been like months and months of just staying indoors, and you know, as a creative, you want to show, you want to. That is what like moves you. The fact that you have to share your gift to other people. So getting the creatives to come share their gift wasn't a problem. The problem was how do we handle the crowd due to the COVID challenges. Yeah, and that was. I think we didn't do a bad.
Performance enthusiasts will crave for more events like this, but only time will tell if this craving can be satisfied, given the rising cases of COVID-19 in the country.
Beautiful display of talent right there. Indeed, it was an open mic night for the creatives. To Cross River State, Governor Ben Ayade described the death of Chief Linus Okom as a generational loss to Cross River State and the country at large, given his wealth of experience in the governance and roles in the development of the Nigerian project. This echoed as one of the many tributes from distinguished Nigerians at the funeral mass held in his honor at the RMC Catholic Church, Cross River State. Oba Hyacinth tells us more.
In his sermon, the Catholic Bishop of Uyo Diocese, John Naya, lauded the contributions of Chief Linus Okom to the Bekwara Nation, Cross River State North Sectoral District, the entire state across party lines and social class. Bishop Aya recalled that the support for his people earned the late Chief Okom with the title of Ada Bekwara, which means the father figure of Bekwara Nation, alongside many other state and national awards, including the Officer of the Order of Niger, OON. He charged the family to celebrate the late icon and take solace in his life of service.
Here in Bekwara, he was called the father. And great as he was, he made time to be really close to his people. He knew the high and lows of this Bekwara land. Those go down there, those strong old women and men, he knew everybody by name, he knew every family, and was concerned about the well-being of the people.
The funeral became what may be described as a festival of eulogies, as Nigerians took turns to condole the family of the deceased and to highlight the impactful life of the late Ada Bekwara.
Adabakwana was brave. It tells you to your face what he feels. But when he supports you, he does support you with the last very breath of his. Adabakwana will give his right eye to honor his faults. He was a man who was full of intellectual sarcasm.
Adabakwana, as he was largely and fondly called, was a father beyond boundaries. Clearly bestowed this world in the manner of an uncommon colossus, conquering almost everything that came his way. Chibokon built a political brand, a political dynasty in Kosovo State that saw the emergence of chairmen of councils, House of Assembly members, members of the National Assembly, and even governors.
The children of the deceased said their late patriarch was a man who did not compromise his integrity, describing him as a bridge builder who devoted his life to the service of humanity and God.
A memorable day. It's the day that we've laid my dear father, Chief Linus Emonshiokom, to rest. And as a family, we will remember him fondly, and we will try to fill into the large shoes that he has left behind. We will try to ensure that his values of generosity, honesty, integrity will be upheld.
The late Adabekwara is survived by his wife, 6 children, and other relations.
In peace. So, beautiful people, until I come your way again, do go to stay safe and keep a mask on that pretty face. COVID-19 is real. I am Bufan Shaji.